Welcome to Keep Trekking. Welcome back if you've been before. If I'm going to shout up today because I forgot my microphone, I've not got my rucksack with me. I'm only going to be doing like a fairly short walk today, so I've just got my water bottle. Back of me is the new housing estate, or will be, here at Deepka. Been at it quite a while, but it is a massive site. They've not actually started building anything on it yet. They're just still doing the groundworks. It's going to be a huge estate when it's finished. But today I'm going around one station road at Deepka. I'm going to go towards Tim Mill, which is a couple of fishing lakes, over towards Wortley Top Forge, and then back round on the TPT back onto Station Road, which will be about 4.1 miles. Time I've done, if I've got time, because I've left it late coming out and I'm not going to have much daylight, so it may be a short video, this one. We'll see. Let's get cracking. I never actually knew there were cliffs here at the back of Low Woods Club at Deepka. Never knew that. They're quite awesome, to be fair. Love the sound of the river going over these little weirs. The River Don that runs all the way into Sheffield and then joins the I'm not sure if it joins the Sheaf, to be honest. I just love that sound. Back down as it runs that direction towards Sheffield. Obviously the footings for an earlier bridge. It's the single track railway bridge that broke off the old TPT line, and that track goes into the Stocksbridge Steelworks. I think they still run a train on it. I think it's just a night freight. This is one sketchy path, I've got to say. Thought I was going to end up in bottom of Latter there for not long since. Walking on here. Proper sketchy. That's nice. Wow, I'm not sure if I'm going around edging up a bank. It's going to be fun. That is absolutely gorgeous. Wow, I'm not kidding. That was one sketchy path. I'm surprised I actually made it without slipping, to be fair. Thought to have gone a couple of times. But alas, I'm here. The river's got a bit calmer now, we've got away from them waterfalls. We're heading up towards Tim Mill. Private fishing lake, I believe, or a couple of fishing lakes. I came a few years ago. Tell you a wee story. Came a few years ago and did a wee trek round here for his Facebook channel. Check us out on Facebook as well if you've not already, under the same name as Keep Trekking. It's where Phil does most of the things on there, like photos and things, but check us out. Anyway, get back to the story. It was a bit later on in the year, I think it might have been January, February time, and the lakes was completely frozen over. It looked absolutely beautiful. It's one of his original videos I think we did a couple of years back. But so check it out, it's really good. This river's beautiful though, let's spin you around. Really nice and quaint and peaceful here. Now, that way is heading back. Hence I've come back to the waterfalls. So, we should be crossing the Stocksbridge bypass in a minute. Well, going the slip road onto it, and then down into Tim Mills. Catch you in a minute. Flyover for the very busy Stocksbridge bypass. That way heads towards Barnsley and the M1. An extremely old checkered bridge through the trees there that spans the River Don at Deepker. If you come down that road, just through there, let me have a look. That brings you from Deepker over the bridge, and if you carry on up this road, that takes you up to Wortley. Yeah, this is called Sowley Lane. Like I said, that way takes you up to Wortley. So we're going this direction over the Checkered Bridge into Tim Mill in a second or two. Beautiful old checkered bridge here. And I've got to do this, haven't I? Won't be a video about a couple of sheep. We're on to Tim Mill Lane. Private, Tim Mill, AC, members only. Well, I ain't going fishing. And it is a public footpath. So let's go down into Tim Mill and let's see what's happening. If it's all happening at all. Something's telling me that that sign's been there quite a while. Hence there's no sign left on it. But I think the tree's got a bit hungry. Think I better speed up a bit. I'm not doing 20. Nowhere near. Just approaching the lakes at Tim Mill. Back of me. That's one of them. There's a few people splodging. That's fishing to you. Quite nice, so I'm going to have a walk down onto Bankside. Hopefully not disturb these fishermen. Or fisherwomen, I'm not being sexist. And show you these beautiful lakes. Tin Mill comprises of 2 lakes. Well, one's actually classed as a dam, which is the big one at the far end, the first one that I showed you. They're old mill ponds. Now, I don't know where the remains of the old mill used to be, or if it's still standing. In fact, it may be in front of me, it might be one of these houses. I'll show you in a second. Anybody knows anything, drop us a comment please. But there's also Tin Mill Angling Club somewhere as well. I don't know if they've got their own building or it's just their private little part of the lake. But I should imagine that the mill is just in front of me. I'll show you in a sec. I'm not actually going down to the mill, or I presume is the mill, or was the mill. I don't know if you can see the building between the trees. Now I presume that that is the old mill building. It's now a row of houses, but I think that's where the old mill used to be. I'm going up that direction. That was a tough climb. You see the river at the bottom? Wow, that's took my breath away a wee bit. I was saying to somebody yesterday that by now, which is near like over halfway through November, none of these trees usually have any leaves on whatsoever. And there's still quite a lot of leaves left. That's how mild it's been this year so far. Wow. This is a nice bit of a path. After walking up them sketchy paths in the woods further back, this is a lovely bit of flat path. Come out to that farm back there. Now we're on to Well Hill Road. We're going into Stones Wood, I believe it's called, which then will take us down to Wortley Top Forge. Now obviously it's not going to be open and I won't be going inside at this time anyway because I've got to try and beat this light. But if you've never been, it's worth a trip. That's a nice quaint property. I like that. Anyway, through the woods we go. Just come down through the woods in front of me, down a public footpath at the side of that white house there. If I follow that road round, that will take me to Wortley Top Forge. But unfortunately, I'm not going that way. I'm going down this public footpath, down there. But like I said before, it's well worth going to see if you're up these parts. top of that in a second. To the TPT, or as it's known, this stretch, Dovedale Trail. On this part of the vlog, I'm going to give a massive shout out to somebody that's following us on the channel. They don't live local to me. In fact, they live in Scarborough. Now, the reason I'm giving a shout out today for these, it's mainly one person really, but she goes and does little walks and things. I think it's a daughter. So today I'm going to give a massive shout out to a woman called Linda, and I think her daughter's called Emma. The reason I'm going to shout out is because she's gone and done a couple of little videos about where she lives, like is it Peasholm Park, and she did another one as well, and she filmed them. I think her daughter edited them, and she sent them me just to give something back to the channel and to say thank you. But I'm going to say thank you back because I think that's a lovely thing to do, to be fair. So Linda and Emma, you got a massive shout out from the Keep Trekking team, and well done, and keep up your fantastic messages and comments. Much appreciated. Sincerely. Me called this the Dovedale Trail earlier. It's the Don Valley Trail. Got that one completely wrong, didn't I? Any road, I've got two choices because I'm losing light. I can either carry on that way or walk by road that way. I have still got a bit of daylight, but there is a couple of tunnels I've got to go in if I carry on that way. And to be honest, one of them scares the hell out of me in daylight. That what you see there is the old Wortley station. That building, that's the old platform where now they've got an edge and a fence on it. But yeah, the old Wortley station. On this camera it's making it look like it's still quite daylight, but it's getting quite dark, and I've still got quite a bit of woods walk and a tunnel to go through, and it's the tunnel that I really don't like. Always gives me the creeps, but I'm just gonna have to grit my teeth and go through it. I'll be through it within 30 seconds. This is part of the TPT. It's really not. They haven't done no with it. They've just pebbled it, and I think it's actually the old track bed that's underneath it, to be fair. They've not done that with it. They've not made it into a bigger path like they have done with most of it. That finished a bit further back that way, going under the Stocksbridge bypass, going back. Still starting to get a bit darker, but at least because there's no tree covering, it's not as dark. I love woods, but I'm not into them being at night time. Trust me. Not on my own, any road. But let's crack on and let's get down and in this tunnel. That's tunnel number 1. Let's get to tunnel number 2, the one I really don't like. I don't like this tunnel, it just gives me the creeps. It's a really, really bad sensation when I walk through here. So, stay with me and let's get through it together. My God. Don't know what it is. Honestly, don't know what it is about that tunnel. It just gives me the proper EBGBs every time I walk through it. I've done it. I'm through. What a whimper. As you can see, they've got a lot more activity going on, even though it's nearly dark. You see they've got some machines over there with lights on. It looks like they're working through. It's nice to see they're actually cracking on with it. It still looks daylight on this camera, but it's not, it's nearly pitch black, trust me. I managed to just get through them woods before it properly, more or less, went proper dark. One thing I do like about this camera, this phone, it's got a nice light sensor thing on it, you know what I mean. So I'm going to end this video here. Keep trekking until next time. I'll see you next one. J-Art, trek on. See you later. It's nice to see him doing something.